Hey everyone, this is Dan. Thought I'd do another video blog on the process of making an album, and right now I'm just sitting in my studio thinking about a new song I want to start. Kind of thinking of doing a smooth jazz ballad, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. I just wanted to start recording and documenting what I'm doing. So I pulled up my cakewalk program, I got my piano out, and I'm ready to just kind of jam out. One of the things I do, and I know a lot of people have shared with me over the years how it's so easy to get writer's block, and what do you do to get over that? And honestly, it's something that's very real, and it's very hard to get over. But there's little things you can do to help yourself through. I know for me, if I just listen to a lot of things, eventually, things are going to come out. Now, piano's not my main instrument. Trombone is, and I sing. But I usually will sit at a piano to get a chord progression going, and a lot of times I'll play stuff that are just that you do over the years, and I just kind of mess around with things. And every once in a while, something just pops in. It's like, oh, that sounds like something I want to try. But to go beyond that is what's really hard. One thing is you really need to know music in order to do it with consistency and being able to produce something all the time. The more you know music, and what I'm talking about is theory and playing an instrument, and understand the craft of and the theory behind music, the better and easier it'll be to accomplish the task of composing a song or writing a song. Um, so, but with that said, if you play an instrument and you have lyrics that you write and you want to put words to it, like I say, the more you know, the easier it is to accomplish certain things. One thing you want to keep aware of, though, is the more you know, the more you can lose an ability to be inspirational and to literally write from the heart, because what you know can sometimes get in the way of what you're doing, because you're wanting to be technically correct, and sometimes we battle that within ourselves to get that aside and just let what we feel be expressed, and that's the hard thing to overcome at times. But anyway, a lot of times if I am just not in the mood, but I know I need to do something, what I'll do is I'll just hit Pandora or one of the music sites and pull up a song. Like today, I want to just kind of write a smooth jazz song to go to my album, and I'm just in the mood to do a ballad right now. So what I'll do is I'll pull up my collection in Pandora. I'm not going to play any of it because of the copyright issues, but like Brian Culbertson's one of my favorite artists. He writes a lot of stuff. Oops, I said I wasn't going to play it. I said I wasn't going to play it, but that was an accident. Anyway, he's one of my favorite artists for smooth jazz. He writes a lot of the same styles I do, and he also plays trombone, so he's kind of my hero that way. But I'll usually listen to what he's doing, or different people in the same genre that he does if I'm doing that. But so that's what I'm going to do right now, is just spend the next 30 minutes to an hour just listening and just relaxing and just trying to come up with a progression that I like, maybe a groove. Since it's a smooth jazz, I might want to do a hip hop beat behind it. But that's how I go through my process of just starting a song. And I just let it do its thing, no matter whether it's musically cohesive or anything. I don't think about that. I just let it go and see how I feel about it. Later on, I might try some things to make it sound better or cooler or whatever. But just let it out, let it do your thing. Just anything, but just get rolling with it, and eventually something's going to come out. Mess around with some melodies, progressions. It really just depends on how you approach music. Usually, if you're a guitarist, sometimes you're playing A riff on a guitar will help you get started. Create that hook. If you don't know what that is, that's kind of the element of the music that just draws you in when you're listening to it. You listen to any classic rock song, you'll hear a guitar hook. But sometimes you want to come up with something that just kind of sounds cool and you kind of build on that. Sometimes people just have a melody in their head and they want to get that out and get it recorded or written down. Just depends on where you come from, and sometimes it's different. Sometimes you'll do one or the other, but just let it loose. Don't try to let your knowledge of what you do govern what you do, because it keeps you from being original. So anyway, that's my idea. I'm going to take some time doing that. I'll come back with my next video with what I came up with, just to save time, because it's boring. It can be very boring if someone else is listening to it, but this is what I do. And we'll come back with that idea and go from there. And we're going to just build the whole song, and I'll try to document it on the video blogs. Take care. Go and do this yourself. See if you can come up with a progression that you like. Sometimes you can even copy certain things you really like, but you don't have to do the same exact thing, and you come up with your own idea of a progression or something. Anything, just get it down. If you have a DAW or you write music down or whatever, get it down so you know what it sounds like and you can remember it when you come back so you can build on it. Anyway, so have fun doing that, and we'll see you next time.